Hello again and welcome here. In this video, I will show you how to edit this A4 company profile template on Google Slides. I will show you how to change the logo, colors, text, icons, and pictures. I will also show you how to generate the text content using ChatGPT if you don't have it written out already. So without much ado, let's get started. If you have not downloaded the template, it is available for $10 or 10,000 Naira only. The link is in the description of this video. If you have downloaded the templates, you will see that it is zipped. So the first thing you'll do is to unzip it and move it to your preferred location for safekeeping. To unzip on your Mac, you just have to double click on the file and it will unzip here. I already have the file unzipped here, and so I will delete this one. To unzip on your PC, you will right click on the file and then find unzip somewhere around here. Now after unzipping the file, don't forget to move it to your preferred location on your computer. Don't keep it in your downloads folder, please, so that you don't mistakenly delete it. But if that's your preferred location, fine. So after unzipping the file, I will open it here. In the file, there are 3 documents. The PowerPoint template is here. You will also see the license and the instructions and resources guide. If you want to edit the templates using PowerPoint, just double click here and your PowerPoint file will be open. Or if you want to edit the templates using Canva or Google Slides, open this instructions and resources guide. And then at the top here, you will see the links to open the file and edit in Google Slides or Canva. For this video, we will be editing the templates in Google Slides. So this is the template, it's open. You can download it, but you already have it downloaded, so there's no need for that. This will automatically, once you click on this, it will automatically appear in the your shared documents on your Google Drive, so you can always access it anytime. Let's open this, and then this is the file. Before editing this, okay, I don't think you can't edit this one as it's here, so you would have to make a copy and it will save directly to your Google Drive. This one you can only view, you cannot edit. Let me show you. Oh, do you? Yeah. You can't edit here, right? So there's no need for that. So you just make a copy. It will appear, it will go to your Google Drive. See it here. So you double click on this and then you have access to edit the file. And then you see this one, you can edit. So before we start editing, I would recommend that you keep this document open. Now in these documents, I've written out how to use the templates. First, you have to duplicate or save the template. So like in the Google Slides, you have to duplicate to make a copy. Update this, insert this. I'll show you how to do all of this. I just want to show you something else. So here, click here to watch the instructional video on YouTube. This video is linked here. The instructional videos are linked here in this button. So you can always access the videos by coming back here to click here. And then I also included some resources. This is for high quality stock images, free high quality stock images free. And then this is for free icons that you can use for the company profile. I also added here a quick prompt for ChatGPT. So this will help you generate your company profile information. At least is something that you can edit to suit what you do better. So here's a sample. Hi ChatGPT, I'm creating a company profile for, you put your company name here. We are then you give a brief description of your business here, e.g. software company, real estate agency, food brand, blah, 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 an healthcare business, or whatever your brand is about. And we are based, it could be a product, right? Of your product, what we describe your product here. You could use this. We are based in, you put your location, and then please help me write professional content for each section of my profile, including about us. So all you need to do is you copy this, you copy this, paste it in ChatGPT, edit the company name, the services you offer, or the company name, brief description of your business, location, the services. Okay, so let's use this one. You say, hi ChatGPT, I'm creating a company profile for SwiftLens Media. We are a digital marketing agency based in London, helping small businesses with branding, content creation, and social media growth. So these are the services that this SwiftLens Media offers. Please help me write professional content for each section of my profile, including about us, our services, mission and vision, team, why choose us, milestones, clients or case studies, and contact info. When you do this, ChatGPT will come up with a dummy draft that you can then go ahead and edit. Remember to provide as much information as you can about your business and company so that ChatGPT can generate something really nice for you, and then you won't have to do so much editing later. Remember that ChatGPT doesn't really know exactly this. So whatever they're going to generate for you will be a sample. It won't be exactly what you would have to use. So you know your unique selling point as a business, right? And then for milestones too, ChatGPT doesn't know the milestones. I already made mention of that. So you would have to edit and then put in your real milestones. ChatGPT doesn't know your clients or case studies, so you would have to provide that information. They may create a dummy for you, and then you would edit it accordingly. ChatGPT does not have your contact information. You can provide that. ChatGPT doesn't know your team members, so you either provide that or you edit it after ChatGPT has generated something dummy for you. The same with the services, mission, and vision. So you can list out, if you list out the services and then maybe brief descriptions on the services, ChatGPT can just help you refine it, and that will be a lot better. See, the more information you provide for ChatGPT, the better the outcome you will get. That's the hack to prompt engineering. Okay, so you can also follow up with, make it more formal or informal, make it shorter or longer, write it in first or third person, use bullet points or paragraphs there, however you want. It's totally up to you. And then if you still have questions or need help with customization, I also created an FAQs document here for you. So if you click this, you will access the FAQs document that answers loads of questions, whatever questions you have. Let's now go to Google Slides to edit the templates. So to edit the templates here on Google Slides, we would want to change the logo, we'll change the colors of the objects and shapes, also change colors of the text, replace texts where necessary, like here, for example, change background colors to your brand's colors, change images to suit your brand and your company, whatever you do, what you stand for. So before we do for the company, for the cover page, we want to select the design that we'll be using. I created 2 designs for every section. This is the design I will be using. I deleted the other one already. So to replace the logo, all you need to do is right click, replace image, upload from computer. Okay, so my logo is here. This is the resources folder I created for this project. So I recommend that you create a resources folder where you put your images, your files and stuff that you're using for the company profile before you start. So I have this is the logo open and it has replaced here. However, it's not showing complete. You see this here? If I double clicked on this to see the full thing. So I want to adjust this. I'll just reduce the size diagonally. Okay, then I want to open it up here, the crop. Open it up here a bit so that I can show the full. Also do this here. Perfect. And I can click outside and we have it. I will still also reduce the size of this logo. It looks too big. Still reduce it further. Let me see. This looks perfect for me. So I'm satisfied with this. Next I want to do is to change the color of this shape. So you see here, fill color, you see it's the same blue, it's default. So I want to change it to red. I want to change it to the red brand color here. Click on this. You come here to custom. You see this eyedropper tool. Click on it. And then you find your color from the logo. Click on this. And this has changed automatically. Now, when you do this, let me show you what will happen. I want to change this too. So if I come back here, that color automatically applies here. Automatically, it applies here. It's now a part of the colors in the file. So it will show up here. So I can now easily just click on here and it has changed, right? You want to change the color of this outline too. You click here and this has changed also. You want to change the color of this text here. I don't want to use the red. Red is so much here already, and red is very bright. So if I come here, and let's say text. So come to text. I click here, and then I want to use the navy blue here on the logo. Click on this, and we have this. Automatically, the color also applies. I showed you before. So now let's change the color of this background. For the table of contents, there are 2 designs. There's this and there's this. I will use this one. So I'll just come and delete this one now. Delete. Let's delete. So next thing is click. You see background. So click on this. I can choose the red. I can change the color here. Let me change this to navy blue. This text is navy blue. Yep. You can also click hold shift and select multiple objects. I want to click on all of these, and then change the color to navy blue also. You see the difference? Yep. So you can also change the text here if you like. You can remove, you can add, So next, we'll come down here. We want to replace text. I'll show you how to replace text here. I've already shown you how to replace image. Have I shown you how to replace image? I have not shown you how to replace image. Let me show you how to replace image. It's the same thing we did here for this logo, but let me just show you for picture. So to replace image, let's replace this image here. Replace. I don't like how this thing is showing. So I'll just right click here and I'll see replace here. So upload from computer. And then I come to my resources. I want to use this. If I use this, it will look like construction company. Let me see. This also looks construction. This looks like a real estate. Let me use this one. So the picture has changed automatically. You can double click and, adjust it if you want. Double click, adjust the same way we did for the logo. If you adjust from here, there's something that happens. The image will skew. You see this? We don't want to do that. So when you want to adjust the size of your image, do it diagonally from these edges, So I'll just do this. Let me still increase it further a bit. Raise this up a bit. Okay, perfect for me. Enter. This works for me. Then what's that? So you can also replace this image here. It's the same thing. Let me show you another method of changing pictures. So if I right click and choose replace image, I can use stock and web, right? Click on it, and then you can come down here and search for the kind of image you want. Let's say it's a law firm. So let me look for law firm. Law firm. And I can use any image that I want to use. Let me see stock images. Which do I use? Okay, let me use this one. So once you click on it, it applies here. The only thing with using stock and web is, if you see here, just look down here. You see what they said? They said only select images that you have confirmed you have the license to use. Results don't represent Google's views. So be sure that you have license to use these images before you use them. And that's why I actually recommend that you download the images you want to use first. Now, you may not download them before editing the template, but in the process, when you've gotten to where you need to edit, change a picture like here, you can always just come here. Where is it? The sites that I recommended earlier, pixels.com and unsplash.com. Let's use Unsplash. Open your browser and download the kind of image you want. Let's say law firm. And you receive some free and some are paid. This is a free image, and so I can actually use this. I'll click on it to download. It has downloaded. Now I actually would prefer to put it in my folder. Control C. I've copied it. This is my resources folder. So let me just paste it. I've pasted it. And this is it. So let me come back to Google Slides. I want to replace this image. So I'll just right click here, replace image, upload from computer. So I'll use this, open. So here we have this. Let me close this. So now I'm going to change the color here. Boom. Then I want to replace this text here. So to replace text, is just copy and paste normally, right? So this is the About Us section that I have in the Word document. So Control C, come back to Google Slides, and now I will paste. Control A, Control V. Now the reason I showed you this is why I'm showing you this. There's a challenge that will happen. The color, the font type will automatically change to default font type, probably because of what was used here in the Microsoft Word document. I don't know if it shows like that on your end. If it doesn't, good for you. If it does, it's not difficult. All you need to do is come and change the color back to white, and then use your brand's fonts. You want to change your brand's font, or you can use the default font that I use. The default font I use is Poppins. It's a Google font and it's available for free. Look at it here. You can also, if it's not showing on your end, all you need to do is click on more fonts and type Poppins and it will show. All right. So you come here, you click on it, okay, and it will come here, it will appear here. Once it appears here, you can now just change this easily. So let me add a bit of space here. Let me close this up a bit. sharp, reduce, zoom out, zoom out. Click here and reduce this a bit. Nice. Okay, I think I want to increase the size of this and bring this down. Let me bring this down first because there's too much. Hold shift and deselect that. Let me drag this down a bit. Okay, now increase this a bit. Perfect. This is perfect for me. So yeah, so you can do something like that also. Now remember, like I mentioned earlier, I created 2 designs for each section. So this section, there's also this, there's this, and there's this. I don't want to use this, so I can just delete it. I'm not going to be editing every slide, so but the same methods apply. Now we come over here. Here there's the icon that you want to replace the color, but you cannot edit the color here on Google Slides. Google Slides does not allow vector icons. If not, these are vector icons actually, but Google Slides converted them to images. So what you want to do is to replace them. To replace this, you want to come over here, extensions, you click on add-ons, right? Get add-ons. Then you go here, search for icons 8. Icons 8, enter. Then you install it. I already have it installed on my Google Slides, so I don't need to install it again. So I'll close this now and come back here to extensions. Now, once you have installed it, it will show like this: free icons, photos, and illustrations. All you need to do is click on Stats, right? When you click on Stats, it will show you icons here, photos, illustrations. The photos here are not so great, so I really don't like to use them. I prefer to just stick with icons. So here, before you start typing the kind of icon you want, I recommend you come here and click on custom and select the color that you want to use. By default, I'm sure what you will see is black. So yeah, black. But the reason why mine was showing red is because I'd used it before and it was red in this file when I used it. So I just come to custom and then you want to put your color code here. You can move this, to select the color you want, but to be certain that the color I'm selecting is the brand color, you want to have your, just a moment please, resources. Okay, you want to access your brand guide. If you have a brand guide, there would be the color code. So if you have the color code, just all you need to do is copy it and then you come back to Google Slides. You come in here and you paste. Once you paste, it would the colors here would change automatically to your brand color. So now you can replace this icon. So I'll search for Mission, enter, and I can use any of these guys. These sizes are paid, this is free, so I'll stick to the free size. You can use any of these icons, because I will use this. So I'll just click on go and then it will appear here. It won't appear here, it won't replace here like the others. You'd have to be the one to drag it down here. So I'll just delete this one now. Hold on. Delete this one, drag this in here and increase the size. Okay, so you want to do the same for this one and for every other icon you want to change. So vision, I don't like any of these ones. I'd rather use binoculars or telescope. I'll use telescope. So I think I like this one, so I'll click on this. It will show here. Okay, so I'll delete this one, then drag this in here. increase the size a bit, and that works for me. So you also want to change the color of these borders and also the color of the text. Replace your text, replace this, replace the text here and the colors here to your brand's colors. Okay. Next thing I want to show you is I've shown you how to change background color, right? So next I want to show you this. There's this. Let me close this one. You can also change the icons here according to your brand's core values, and all of that. So I'll come down here. I want to show you how to create this transparent image. You see the image is transparent so that the background color is appearing on it, looking blended in a way. So you want to change this one. Let's first replace the image. Right click, replace image. You can use this replace image here, but so replace image. I want to use this image. So let's click open, and then this is it. However, this image is not transparent. Okay, and then I also want to see the light bulb outside here. So let me start by increasing this a bit. Okay, and I want to crop it. This is crop image. I want to crop it to the page size and start more than the page size. Means do this also as too much. Take it. Okay. And I want to reduce this a bit. This is too much diagonally, remember? Okay, and I think I should drag this out from the bottom. Okay, much better. I click on enter, and then we have this. Now I need to add some transparency to this image so that it will blend in with the background. Okay, so now to add transparency to the image, you click here on format options, click, and then from the options here, you will see adjustments. You see opacity and you reduce it. Once you reduce, you see that the image starts blending in with the background. Just reduce to as much as you like, Once you're okay with the blending, you can, no, that's too much. Once you're okay with the blending, you can just close this. Then once you change the background color, you can do this, let's just shift this so that we'll see what we're doing. So once you click outside, automatically the background is here. So change the background color to red. Okay, you see it's still blended in. Let me adjust this back. Sharp. So now you can change the colors of this, replace this icon rather, and then change the color of this, Then lastly, I also want to show you, the theme section. It's the same thing to replace the images. I've already shown you that. So you right click, replace image. Let me replace with, let me see the images I have here. Let me replace with Michael Jordan's image. So you change the name and all of that. And that's it. That's how to edit the templates every section. Replace these logos the same way I showed you in the beginning. So yeah, that's how you have it. All right. So thank you so much for staying through to the end. I hope that editing this template is easy for you. You can make any comments if you're having any challenges and all of that. I also have FAQs. In the FAQs document, the link is in the description. If you don't have the templates are available for $10 or 10,000 naira. The link is also in the description. If you want customized company profile, want it to be customized according to what your business or your brand does, you can also just reach out to me. From the FAQs documents, my email is there. You can easily reach out to me from there. So thank you so much for staying through to the end of this tutorial. I will be seeing you again some other time. All right, take care. Bye.